Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I'm finally going to be doing the Q&A video that I've been planning to do for so long now. I told you guys to ask questions like weeks ago. I was supposed to put this out like 4 different times, and I did make, I guess, an effort because I made that video like 4 or 5 different times. I just never put it out because it was way too long, and I just felt like it wasn't a good video. So today, I'm going to come back and finally do this. I know it's something that a lot of you've asked for. I'm not going to go ahead and put any of the, I guess, questions up on the screen because it would take me way too long to edit, and honestly, I mean, if you watch my videos at this point, you really don't care about editing, do you? So I'm going to go ahead and say the read the question off. I think that's a pretty systematic way to get through this entire thing. So, Technical Difficulties 2021 asks, are you ever going to do another commentary crusade? Also, what are future plans for your channel and life? Well, I don't necessarily know if I'm going to ever do another commentary crusade. I felt like that one was a good idea because of, I guess, the situation at the time with Pokimane and everything going on, and how there was almost like this YouTube versus Twitch thing going on and debate alongside it. So I'm not necessarily sure there ever will be another one, but I'm, I guess, open to the idea of doing it again. Future plans for my channel, just keep uploading videos, man, and enjoying my life, my personal life as much as I can, and keeping myself busy. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next question. Jeffrey Cooper asks, who is in Paris, Optimus? Well, I too was very curious about who was in Paris. I mean, it's a very good question. It's one that we've all, I think, contemplated from time to time here. And so I Googled who was in Paris because I actually didn't know the answer to this question, and according to Google, around 2.161 million people are currently in Paris. That's of 2019's population estimates. There could be more people in Paris now, but I think that's the answer to the question that we were all looking for. So, Trev the Beast asked, I know that you're a Dolphins fan, so how would you feel if they traded for Deshaun Watson? Now, I'm actually a really big Tua fan. I do think that he's going to end up being a very promising NFL quarterback, but at this point in time, man, like, the Dolphins are in such a good position because not only of our draft stock, but also because we have, I guess, like a blueprint for the future of the organization. I don't think Tua really got enough time last season to show what he's capable of, and plus, Miami's running game was horrible pretty much all year, and our wide receiver core is mediocre to say the least. I think if Miami traded for Deshaun Watson and we draft some good talent going forward and develop it, I really think that Deshaun Watson trade could work out fine. Honestly, I support either way. I mean, Deshaun is a little bit more proven because he's been in the league longer and he's played very well. But honestly, I think both ways could be a good option. So, Longface asked me, do you pour milk before or after the cereal? Honestly, I think you're kind of psychotic if you pour your milk in before, dog. Like, there's just no chance that I'm ever pouring in milk before. Then we got a question coming in from Certified Android Classic that says, what do you do when you're not recording videos? Now, I feel like people think that, YouTubers either don't do literally anything at all, have no social lives, or that we're all like Jake Paul, living in mansions with 90 other people always around us. I would say I live a pretty normal life, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get off here, I just, go hang out with friends. Actually, like today, I'm going to go play basketball after I'm done with videos. I'm going to go hoop for a little bit and then probably go out to eat. I guess other work for the channel counts too, like designing merchandise, of course, making music, stuff like that, right? So I would say I live a pretty normal life. I don't think I do anything completely out of the ordinary or crazy. So, just try to maintain a social life to a certain extent and just try to relax and enjoy my life, man. So Yi asked, would you recommend to anyone to start YouTube or Twitch? Why or why not? I think it really depends on what you want to do it for, man. Like, when I started YouTube, I was a kid and everything, and I just wanted to have fun and create a new hobby and just do something that looked cool, and that's kind of how that all started. I feel like if you go into it with the mentality of like, yeah, I'm gonna be the next PewDiePie superstar YouTuber, ninja Twitch guy or whatever, right? Like, you're just not gonna succeed. Then we have Tate asking, why is your voice so memorable? This sounds like I'm down bad, but bro, anytime I see drama, I can hear your voice talking about it. Well, I don't know if it's memorable, right? Like, I've always been complimented on my voice, right? Like, people have always said that I have a good voice. Honestly, I can't stand hearing myself talk. I can't hear my voice, man. Like, it's so painful. And I feel like everyone kind of feels that way, but dude, especially first starting out recording myself was an absolute chore. I think my voice is terrible, but I mean, some people beg to differ. I really don't care. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but maybe because you watch so much of my content, which I appreciate, but that could really be my only guess. So, hella people asked if I'm going to bring back the Optimus Helps series. Apparently, this is something that people enjoyed. If you don't know what that is, essentially it's a small, like, mini-series I was doing a while back where, like, I would read a viewer email or whatever, and they would come to me with some sort of, I guess, situation that they were going through, and I would just try to, like, respond to it and give advice in the best way possible from my perspective. And the reason I don't do them anymore is because, to keep it $1.50, people just don't watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it became a waste of time to put that much effort into a series that people didn't necessarily seem to enjoy, which is weird because it seems to have, like, a cult following, right? So, I don't know, I might make, like, 1 or 2 and see how they do, and then go from there. I'm not sure, but, like, as of right now, man, it just doesn't seem like there's enough interest. Ben Lech asked, how long do you plan on doing YouTube in your career? Well, this is a weird question, man, because I kind of contemplate my career all the time, right? I've considered retiring several times before already. I'll probably do it again in the future, you know? But, I always like to say that I'll probably retire from YouTube by the time I'm 25, which is only a few years away. Like, that's always kind of what I've said, you know? Like, I want to have a chance to experience the rest of my life, right? Because at this current point in time, like, YouTube takes up so much of my life that it's hard to do a lot of other stuff. It really is. Like, you know, to maintain a social life is hard, especially when all of your friends are working quote-unquote regular jobs, you know? And they have, like, this set schedule and you can kind of just do whatever you want. Especially at my age, it's a weird feeling. But I've always, you know, thought of, like, the fact that if I retire at 25, like, that gives me plenty of time to enjoy the rest of my life. I can travel the world, I can have a family, I can just go live out other dreams, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I want to build, like, a big indoor basketball court, so, like, I can just play basketball 24/7, man. Like, I love playing basketball, and I just want to be able to do stuff like that, so I've always thought that, like, 25 will probably be the cutoff, which means that there's, like, what, another 4 good years, if that's the plan? But to be honest, bro, like, I love making YouTube videos so much that I may never retire, you know, like, I may never step away for real. Or I might die tomorrow and that's the end of it all, so there's always that thought too, I don't know. Tom asked, who would you make a podcast with? Well, I already have a podcast. We just added Some Ordinary Gamers, you might know him as Mudahar. We have me, Cyrus, Scrubby, Diesel Patches, and Some Ordinary Gamers, right? So it's gonna be a bombshell podcast. I think it's gonna be great. I'm gonna go ahead and link the collaborative channel. We already have some content, me and Cyrus and Diesel Patches, up over there as is, that you can always go check out. So, what asked, how tall are you? Okay, now this is a weird question because doctors have always penciled me in, at least, of course, since I became an adult, at 6'1", or I've been bumped up to 6'2". It probably depends on what shoes I'm wearing. I'd say I'm probably somewhere in between. Solito Bandito asked, how much time do you take out of your day to record, edit, and finish up videos? It really depends on how many I'm making, right? Because some days I'll make 1 or none, some days I'll make 2 or 3, right? So it always depends. Of course, it depends on the topic, like what I'm doing, I guess, that requires editing, you know, like if it's a reaction or if it's like a heavily edited video like a commentary crusade would have been. But I would say anywhere from like 3 to 6, maybe 7 hours, right? And that's just recording videos and getting them out. That's not doing analytics stuff. That's not, you know, using Twitter, making TikTok clips, editing or making all my merch because I do all that, things like that, right? So it is pretty time consuming and it's probably unhealthy to a certain extent. But Tristan asked, let's say around 2 years ago, did you think you'd hit 1 million subscribers? I didn't think I was going to hit 1 million subscribers like probably 3 weeks before I did. That's kind of how fast everything really started to blow up at the at that point in time, but no, it was never something that I saw coming. Dark Shadow asked, so what happened with that fucker from the gas station? You broke his teeth or what? If you didn't, then what the fuck, man? So he's referring to the dude who asked me if I keep that fucking horser on me, which was one of the most insane questions of all time. Now, let me break this down to you real quick. If I just beat this motherfucker's ass in the gas station, not only am I going to be charged with probably felony assault, this idiot is going to sue me into the fucking dirt. And from the looks of it, bro, I really don't think that I want to be giving up my YouTube money to a motherfucker going in the gas station asking people if they keep that horser on them, okay? Which no one even knows what that means. So what I did was, in pure shock and a little bit of fear, I just walked away from him, right? Like, I paid for my shit at the counter, which is what we were standing in line. I paid for my shit at the counter very quickly, and I just fucking leave, right? And I go get in the car, and I just leave, bro. Like, there's no chance, like, what am I gonna... And at that rate, like, I don't know what this fucking guy's on, bro, because I don't know if you guys know about that crackhead strength. Dude, they can like lift semis and shit. There's no chance I'm fighting a crackhead at the gas station talking about, do I keep that horser on me? So no, I did not break his teeth. They were pretty much already broken if we keep it $1.50. Motherfucker clearly did not have dental. But yeah, I just kept it pushing, bro, because in that situation, it's better than going to fucking jail over something that stupid, bro. But that would have made an incredible story time. Sir Dank asked, what was the context to that clip of you yelling, shut the fuck up, bitch? So I'm pretty sure I know what you're referring to. So basically I have a friend, and when we're in like Discord or whatever, his mom will constantly come in the room and start screaming at him in fucking Spanish. So she just starts, like, for no reason, she'll just be on one in his room, right? So my best way of counteracting this when his dumbass didn't have a headset and he played his computer audio out through his speakers was, when she'd come in the room and start acting up, I would just start screaming at her. Like, because she could hear I'd just start fucking screaming. So she started doing that one time as I started streaming, and I already wasn't in the mood, right? So I just started screaming, shut the fuck up, bitch, at her. And she did, in fact, shut the fuck up. So it actually was quite effective. And then, of course, we got from O Toady here. You still want a schlong Kamala? Hashtag make America come again. You already know I'm trying to beat them Doonies down.